Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Zalie. I just want to start off by first apologizing for my appearance. I just do not feel like wearing makeup today, guys. I really wanted to film for you guys, but I just couldn't have been bothered today. So please excuse my laziness for jumping on camera without full face, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm sure you guys don't mind. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about products that I regret purchasing. So we start whenever you purchase something and it doesn't work out for you for one reason or another, but I wanted to let you guys know the products that I didn't like for whatever reason. So if you like today's video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course give this video a thumbs up. It means so much to me. So let's just jump into it. I don't want to ramble too much for you guys. I hate super long intros and I'm sure you guys do too. The first product that I want to talk to you guys about is the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. This is the Hydrating Foundation. Now I think most people were disappointed when Shape Tape Foundation came out. I think because there was such a hype around the concealer that everybody was expecting the Shape Tape to just blow them off their feet like what the concealer did, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. The launch was actually pretty unsuccessful from what I read. You know, there was a lot of controversy with the lack of shades. I think it was just rushed to get it out, and unfortunately, yeah, it's just not the best foundation I've ever used. So the applicator is very similar to Shape Tape, which I'm sure you guys have all seen Shape Tape concealer. So the bottle even is very, very similar. It's obviously bigger, but the cap and everything looks a lot like the Shape Tape. Now I brought the matte and the hydrating, and not that I wear a lot of matte foundations, but I didn't mind the matte, but this one was definitely a flop for me. So not only is the shade range really bad with both the matte and the hydrating, but the hydrating one was just awful. I hated the way it looked on my skin. It just sat on top of my skin. It didn't mesh in with my skin. Other products didn't blend on top of it very well, and it broke apart really, really fast. And not to mention, it must be impossible trying to pick a shade in this range because the shades oxidize so much. So, you know, if I was to put this on my hand right now, like I'll show you guys. So that's the shade. Now I'm going to give it a second and I'm going to show you that again, and you can just see how much it's oxidized in a matter of minutes. So it's really hard to pick a shade because it just oxidized so much. And yeah, I just didn't really like the way this looked on my skin. It broke apart. It just didn't look nice. It just sat on top of the skin. So I definitely wasn't a big fan of this one. And yeah, I really regret this purchase. And look, you can just see if I do a new swatch next to that one, you can see the difference already. Like, look at that. That's been on for a few minutes and that's a fresh swatch, and you can see the difference in the shades. So it definitely oxidizes super fast, and yeah, it's just not a favorite of mine. Now the next product that I regret purchasing, this is the CoverFX Illuminating Setting Spray. Now when I brought this, I'd not long just gone through my Tarte Dewy Skin Mist. Now in Australia it's 70 bucks to purchase that, and I love it, but I was trying to find a more affordable option that wasn't like, that would still give me the same results, just didn't cost $70 for a bottle. So I brought this one thinking that I was going to get the same type of look. Now the mist in this is quite nice. You can see as it comes out, it's just like, it's really fine. It doesn't leave those yucky splatters all over your face, but this one is just glittery. Like, it doesn't give a glow. I just find it just looks so glittery, and I've tried so many different ways to make this work for me, but I just can't. So I'm still on the hunt for a dupe for the Tarte Luminous Skin Mist. So if anybody knows, please let me know, but this just definitely wasn't it for me. So this bottle is pretty much full. I really need to just re-gift this to one of my sisters or something because I'm never gonna use this. It's just not what I'm looking for in a setting spray. And yeah, I mean, the mist is really nice, and I've tried some of the other CoverFX setting sprays and they're really nice as well. Like, they have got great mist, but this one just was not what I thought it was going to be, unfortunately. So, I mean, if you're looking for something that has like a nice glisten or glitter in it, if that's your preference, then you might really like this. But for me, that was not the look that I was going for. And yeah, I definitely regret this purchase. So sorry CoverFX, but this was just not what I was looking for. Let's go into something really high end for a second now. I won't get rid of this product. I will use it just because I spent so much money on it, but this is the Dior. This is the Nude Air Luminizer in 001. So it looks like this. Now this is visually just so stunning to look at. The packaging is beautiful. Like the product is a beautiful, nice champagne type of shimmer, and it is nice. It definitely is nice, but I paid $100 for this, and I just don't think it's worth $100. So it's not that I don't actually physically like the product, I just don't think it's worth the price point. Now that was quite a heavy swatch on my arm just there, as you can see, but you try to apply this with a brush, like I've just rubbed that in, and you can see like this, you can just barely see it. It's not, I mean, I'm not somebody who's into a wham bam in your face type of highlight, but I do you know, want to see the highlight, and I don't want to have to sit there and put 10 layers just to be able to see it. And I just find this one to be like, you've really got to build it up to even see a glow. And like it's not chunky, it's nothing, it's not like that. Like it is a nice formula, but it's just not, it doesn't really pack a punch. So for $100, I just thought some of my like ColourPop highlighters, or my the balm luminizer, Mary luminizer, is so much better than this and cost a fraction of the price. So I mean, if you're into collecting makeup, or you really like Dior makeup, you may like this. Actually, the Dior Backstage palette highlighter, so much better and cheaper than this one single, and you get 4 in that one. So I don't know, if you were looking to splurge on a Dior highlighter, I would go that one over this one. And it's, yeah, it's not that I don't like this, but it's just, I just don't think it's worth the money. But I mean, I suppose I probably kind of knew that when I was buying it, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case you were looking for this shade. And it does come in multiple shades, so I don't know if the others in this range are, you know, more bang for your buck. I think there's like 3 or 4 in the nude air luminizer range, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't repurchase this, and I'm not going to get rid of it. I will use it up, but I just don't think it's worth the money. Okay, let's go on to another highlighter whilst we're here. Now, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerriero palette. Now, I own quite a few of the highlighting palettes and eyeshadow palettes by Anastasia, and they do make some of the best highlighters in my opinion. The Amrezy and Anastasia highlight was by far my most favorite. The thing that I don't like about this one is it's just, the formula is not the same as the others. It's so much more chunky and glittery than any of their other palettes. I don't know why they changed the formula up with this palette. I kind of, I don't know, it's just, it's not for me. The shades are really beautiful. Like, you've got a nice array of colors here, so it is quite universal for a lot of different skin tones, but they're just so thick and chunky and glittery on the face, and I don't want my highlight to look like glitter. I want that beautiful sheen, that glow, and yeah, this is just thick and chunky and glittery. And I wanted to buy it because I like supporting other YouTubers, and I've watched Nicole for a really long time, but yeah, this just was not a favorite of mine. I rarely ever touch this palette. I'll probably hand it on after this just because I get no use out of it. Like, I still have the packaging. That's how much I've used it. It's, yeah, just not the formula. Like, the colors are beautiful, but the formula is just not the same as the others. And if it was in the original formula, this palette would have been great in my opinion, but yeah, it just wasn't for me. So yeah, Anastasia makes some beautiful products, and any other of their glow kits are amazing, but I mean, I don't even think you can get this one anymore anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I was not a fan of this glow kit. Moving on to a palette this time. So I've owned this for such a long time and I never use it. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. Now, I know a lot of people love this palette, so I'm probably gonna have a lot of people disagree with me on this. Now, it smells amazing, and I could sit here and I could smell this product all day long, but I just don't see the quality in these palettes. It's just not there for me. They're barely buildable. They don't wear very well. Like, I've never been one to really put down an eye primer, and maybe I'll get better results if I do. I just don't find this eyeshadow to be very good quality. The colors, it's a bit boring. This one here, this coconut cream, like, you really have to dig in just to get any type of pigmentation, and then even then it basically just shears out to nothing. And I don't know, I just find a lot of these shades just not be very buildable. They wear off in a matter of hours. I don't really like this product. Now, this is the only Too Faced eyeshadow palette that I own, and I'm sure some of the others are really great. And I hear about the In the Bloom range is meant to be really, really great, but this chocolate bar palette is just not for me. I prefer my Makeup Geek palette, my Morphe palette by Jaclyn Hill, the original. Yeah, just pretty much every other eyeshadow palette I own I think is better than this one. So for me, this just was not worth the money. It smells amazing and it does have some nice shades, but at the same time it's very neutral, which is me, but you know, can be a little bit boring for people. And yeah, I just don't see the quality there. The shadows, they just wear off too quickly, and there's just not a lot of bang for your buck with the pigmentation. So yeah, I would definitely be passing this one on. I've owned it for quite a long time now, and like, it doesn't smell bad, it's not off or anything, but I'll definitely be handing this on to somebody else to hopefully get some more use out of it than what I have, because I'm just really, yeah, not really. The only shade that I actually really use in the palette is this one here, this Butter Pecan. It's nice for inner corner and brow bone, but otherwise I really, yeah, I don't like this palette. I think it's a bit of a hard pass if you ask me. I just think that there's even better eyeshadows at the drugstore than what this one is, in my opinion. Okay, let's do some lip products. I actually have a few here. Now, people are probably gonna disagree with me, but I'm actually not a big fan of the Jouer liquid lipsticks. They smell really nice, and they have some really beautiful shades, but for me, I just feel like they make my lips look so, like, all the lines in them, they just make them look so much more defined and kind of crusty. And I don't know, I don't really see what the hype is with these. These ones are actually going a bit bad, I can tell, because they're starting to lose their smell. I've had them for a little while and I just haven't used them. Now the lip topper, I own a few of the lip toppers and they're definitely different to this. So I'm talking about the actual liquid lipsticks. It's just not my favorite. I just, yeah, find they emphasize all of the lines in my lips. They're quite drying to wear. I mean, they are reasonably long lasting, and the shades, I mean, the shades are beautiful, I have to admit, but I don't know, it's just not my favorite formula. I've kind of stepped away from liquid lipsticks a lot this year, which I think is nice for a change because they've been around for so long. But yeah, I just don't really like this range. I don't really see what the hype is for me. It just doesn't do it for me. That, yeah, just make my lips look really dry and crusty and gross, and I feel like you can't you can't build the colors up. Like, you wear it and if you need to reapply, it just looks worse. It's, I don't know, I did not like this. So yeah, if you're thinking about purchasing the Jouer liquid lipsticks, it's not for me. And maybe see if you can try it out in store or something first, because yeah, I really regret buying these ones. Another product that I just didn't enjoy is this is the Dose of Colors. This is, what is this actually called? I don't know, it doesn't say, it just tells me the shade name. This is, well, it's cruelty-free, paraben-free, vegan, which is great, and it's talc-free. This is one of, I don't even know what this is called now, it's completely skipping my mind, but this is by Dose of Colors. They have quite a few of these guys. I just find this to be so dry, so dry. Like, it's really, like, you try to put it on your lips and it's like, because it's just not a creamy formula. The shade is really nice and it does wear okay, but trying to apply it, like, unless your lips are already hydrated with a bit of a balm or something, which I suppose isn't that big of a deal, but it's just so dry and hard to apply if you don't have anything on underneath. And yeah, I don't know, I just don't really see the hype in this. I barely gravitate towards it because it's just, yeah, tricky to apply, and I don't really feel like I should have to put a balm on every single time I want to wear this product. The shade is really pretty. That's the shade just there. It actually is a stunning shade. I love the color, but I just do not like the formula of this. It's, yeah, definitely not my favorite. The liquid lipsticks by Dose of Color, they're amazing, but this stick thing, I did not like it. Now, one more lip product that I have here. Now, this is another Too Faced product. I'm sorry, Too Faced, I'm not ripping on you. I do love some of your products. This is a Sweet Peach lip gloss. Now, this is an oil lip gloss, so maybe that's more on me for not liking this product, but I just don't like the way it sits. The color is quite pretty. The smell, ugh, it's too strong for me and makes me feel nauseous and sick. I think that if you're somebody who doesn't like heavily scented products, you will not like this. it's very, very strong, and I feel like the scent lingers for so long, and maybe it's because it's right on your lips, which is under your nose, you smell it so much more. But I just did not like this. Whether I wear it alone or put it on top of other products, it just sits really funny. Like, it doesn't sit the way a gloss is supposed to sit. It doesn't, like, it's like it doesn't adhere to the other products. And I don't know, it just looks funny. It looks funny on its own, and it looks funny with other products. Maybe I just picked the wrong shade. I don't know. I have heard a couple of people say that they like these. This is in Peach-sicle. I just don't like this at all. I don't like the formula. I don't like the smell. I don't like the way it looks on my lips. It just doesn't mesh with other products, other lip products. And I don't know, your lip glosses are supposed to adhere to other things, not separate them. So I don't know, if you were thinking about these, maybe just give them a bit of a swatch or play before you purchase, because yeah, was not for me. Now I've only got 2 products left. Now this one here is by the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. So this is a brow mascara. The thing that I didn't like about this one is just the wand. The wand is just too big. So even for me, like, you know, I have reasonably full brows. I just find that when I'd go to apply it, I'd end up getting it like, you know, above my brow, and it was quite messy to use because it is just such a big wand. The shade is also not quite right for me either, which isn't the product's fault, it's my fault. This is in the shade light to medium. Yeah, I just didn't like it. It held okay, like it wasn't the most stronghold formula, but I just, the wand was just too big. And yeah, it just made it really, really hard to apply. Yeah, I didn't like the shade, and not for me. The L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, just not for me. Now the last product that I have here is by Urban Decay. Now this is the velvetizer. Now this product is, I haven't used it in the way it's probably intended to be used. So you can actually mix foundation in with this product, or you can use it on its own. I've just used it on its own, and I just did not like the way it looked. It changed the color of my foundation. It just kind of made everything look blotchy and patchy. I tried it with a sponge, I've tried it with a brush. I just don't like it. It's really, really fine. It's one of the most finely milled powders I've ever seen. So definitely, like, to the touch, it just feels amazing. Like, I've never felt a product this smooth, but I just don't like the way it looks on the skin. Kind of has like a slight, I think it's coming off white on camera, but it does have like this slight little yellowy, really, really faint yellow tinge to it. Yeah, and I don't know, I just didn't like the way it looked on my skin. I definitely, yeah, need to pass this one on so that someone else can get some use out of it, because it just wasn't for me. Maybe I do need to give it a go though before I say completely get rid of it, because you can mix it in with foundations. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I need to try it like that to see if I like it. But on its own, just as a powder on top of foundation, just was not for me. I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere too that if you rip the label off this, there's meant to be, oh, it is too, look at that, repackaged, which, I mean, isn't that big of a deal. Apparently companies do this all the time, but the Naked Skin Loose Finishing Powder, I don't know, can you guys see that underneath the purple? Oh yeah, I think the camera's slightly just picking that up. There's actually not as much product as you think in here. The packaging is a little deceiving. Anyway, another product I just didn't enjoy. So that is the roundup of all the products that I regret purchasing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, if you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if there's any other videos you'd like to see from me, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.